Welcome to all the F-boys, stunt queens, and people of the like, including some people on our own cast. This is another edition of the Pro Talk Awards. Everyone say,
Hey,
Pro Talk
Award
Awards.
2014. Stunt Queen. That's what you were doing. You were pulling a stunt, Dex. You were pulling a stunt.
Oh, look
Wait,
at that.
which
Oh,
one?
I like the light up.
Thank
Are you
you.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? What's going on here?
For now.
Are you one of Santa's helpers?
Absolutely want to sound as helpers. The number one helper. I will be out there helping him tomorrow night.
Are you?
Get things together for, people who've been not so naughty and also nice.
Are you an elf or a
Are you
reindeer?
doing the, wait.
It's
Are
crazy.
you
I
doing
actually thought these were deers, but like they're foxes. So technically,
Well, aren't we blessed to be able to make it through another season of Bro Talk? And first, we want to thank all the people who watch, and we really appreciate you guys. But without further ado, let's get.
First, we want to thank God.
Oh,
Then
sorry.
we thank this.
Yeah, sorry. First, we thank God, to God the glory. Then,
and then
the rest.
and then we thank Santa Claus because very necessary,
Really?
very necessary.
The first award that we're going to be giving out today is Viral Video of the Year. Now, there were a lot of videos. Actually, hold up. Before we get into the awards, of course, as we always know, before we get into the awards, we always have a sponsor. So, you guys ready for this week's sponsor?
Absolutely.
We've had a lot of sponsors this season. But the first sponsor today, and we have multiples because it's the awards, of course. McDonald's, the movie, the live-action holiday film, is our sponsor today. McDonald's, the movie, the live-action holiday film about the birth of Grimace, featuring a star-studded cast, The Dream as the Hamburglar, Iggy Azalea as Ronald McDonald, and the part of Baby Grimace will be played by Little Terrio, while the part of the grown Grimace will be played by Academy Award-nominated actress Gabby Sidibe. McDonald's, the movies, in theaters coming soon, so make sure you check that out.
Wow.
Thanks for supporting us. Okay.
My only question is, how did Gabby beat out CeeLo Green for their role? Like, seriously, I feel like he would have been a shoo-in for that.
Well, CeeLo Green's a rapist, so
Guessing I like handing roles out to him.
All right, viral video of the year. These are videos that affected us all this year, and we've all seen. Nominee number 1 is P.O.P. Holding It Down. Nominee number 2, I Am Delivered. Nominee number 3, Lil Boosie's daughter, who told the world that her daddy coming home. She told y'all. Next up, Big Rick Ross decided to all tears in a video that he did this year. The ALS Bucket Challenge took the world by storm, and the Shmoney Dance by New York's own Bobby Shmurda also had a very big impact this year. That is the nominees for the viral video of the year. Guys, what do you think about this category?
Very interesting. Very interesting. I think that it's a tough choice too, but I think we narrowed it down to some pretty good ones. I think if I had to pick right now, I would give. Oh, look at that face down there. I would give mine to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
All right, Bucket Challenge because it's a good story, or you think?
I think not only was it like very viral, but it was also one of those. It was a feel-good thing. It was positive. It was something that it took the world by storm. It wasn't just like like a small group of people. It was everybody, black, white. It was like celebrities. Everybody was unified and doing it. There was some negativity that went along with it, but overall, it took over, and it took over for a nice amount of time as well.
All right, Ty, what you going with, sir?
I'm gonna go with P.O.P. Hold It Down because I thought it was really the funniest one, and they did so many remixes and songs and stuff, and I got a good laugh for a really long time, so I'm gonna go with that.
Boniface, what you going with? Video of the year, viral video of the year.
For me, not just because I'm Kojic, but I'm going to go with I Am Delivered because there were so many memes. It was like, I wish Chipotle delivered. And there was like one that said like, that somebody read your message because on the bottom it said that your iMessage was delivered.
Deliverant.
Like, it's hilarious. So I'm gonna go with the delivered
That
one.
really goes with like everything.
It
All right,
really does.
So we got 3 different ones so far. I think that I'm going to go with the one I think that made me laugh the most, and it was the PLP holding it down. Although the Ice Bucket Challenge was huge, I still think PLP.
Yeah.
It was just a little. I think it was just legendary because it wasn't intentional. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
Right.
For America's part, everyone who decided to go on BroTalkLive.com and vote for the categories themselves, which we allowed you to do, and if you didn't do it, oh well. They decided that they would, take it upon themselves and be the tiebreaker in this one, and they went with POP holding it down. So POP holding it down is the first winner of the night for the Bro Talk Awards. So shout out to her. I will let Boniface accept it since it looks like she could be his sister.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, since we're giving shout outs quickly, shout out to all the pairs.
I'd like to accept this award on your behalf. I want to thank Mama, I love you. Hold it down.
Shout out to POP. That's probably going to be like the biggest award that she probably might ever get. So
very big possibility that she passed away.
Why is there a very big possibility? You can't just come out and say
there's
very big possibility.
Because there are rumors that she's dead.
There's barely a possibility.
Like these rumors are coming from where?
Barely a possibility.
Who's writing these letters? Like, how do people what? Who's
throwing these obituaries in jail and putting them in the newspaper? Like, what?
Do you guys know how to do that Smoney dance? Do it.
Do the what dance?
That Smoney dance.
What?
I do the beat for you.
Go ahead. Will, you do it too. Go ahead.
No, Dex, this is all you, son.
Hey.
Oh. All right. Time for the next award. Shocking split of the year. These are couples who didn't quite make it all the way through the year together. And we start with probably one of the biggest ones that we heard about, popularity-wise, Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Tyga and Black China, the Hood's Bonnie and Clyde. It was Khalifa and his wife, Amber Rose, who they soon. What you like?
Number 10.
Like a 0-1. And last but not least, was the most depressing breakup of the year, Paula and Robin Thicke. Guys, who was the shocking split of the year in your opinion? Who are you going to go with for the second award in the Bro Talk Awards this year? Let's start you off with Boniface this time. What you got, Boniface?
I actually am going to write one in. I'm going to go with Mariah and her voice because that was that has to be the most shocking split of the year. So I'm going to go with Mariah and her voice.
So we'll count that for Mariah and Nick, but that was her. Dex, who you going with, sir?
This is a really tough one for me. I was in between Wiz and Amber and Black China and Tyga. The only reason behind this is because Mariah and Nick, I felt like people from the beginning said this is not a real marriage, and then as soon as we started to believe it, that's when they decided to split. So those two aren't shocking. Robin and Paula, I mean, who cares? and then with the other two, it was just these both these couples are you know what I mean? They're you don't expect them to break up. They're just supposed to be together. And I think there's so many parts that play into it. With Tyga and Black China, you have so many people that are involved with this. You have Drake, you have Kylie Jenner, everybody, you know what I mean, had a piece in between the two of them. And then with Amber and Wiz, they have a baby together. And then remember, he threw out those naked pictures or the pictures, and now there's a sex tape coming out. It's really hard for me to decide with this one, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, hell. Time to decide. You done had a whole week.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a hard one though. I think I'm gonna go with Tyga and Black China. No. I mean, I'm gonna go with Wiz and Amber. Wiz and Amber. Final saying.
Ty, you were Dex. You were such an Anglo-Saxon woman.
I'm going to go the pick that I had. I had Mariah and Nick just because, like you said, Dex, we had just started to believe that they were going to be together, and I felt like, they were domesticated, and, they felt each other. They both had their own stuff they had to do, and I thought they were working out. But then it just came out of nowhere, and they were just done. Especially after promoting.
Is that a vote for Mariah and her voice?
Yeah. Mariah the voice
All I
vote.
need to know.
All right, Ty, who you going with, sir?
I actually never had any faith in Mariah and Nick because it
Thank you.
seemed like it wasn't like. So when they got it divorced, I'm just like, oh, whatever, because I expected it to happen sooner. Um, so I had to go with Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose, I guess, because I didn't know that they were even thinking about a split. It was just like out of nowhere to me,
She didn't
and
either.
I didn't know who Black China was, even though I do know Tiger. So yeah.
So we have a tie right now. Dex and Ty and me and Will. So that means America decides, and based on the votes, by a couple of votes, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was a blowout, but Mariah and Nick.
Yes, Mariah's voice.
I didn't want to kill the battery. I got this from the dollar store.
Hit him with that flex, Dex. Hit him with that flex.
No
Oh,
flex
turn up.
zone. No flex zone.
Speaking of flex and that necklace Dex has on, we're talking about biggest epidemic of the year. Um, and the nominees are, sadly, these four. The Ebola outbreak that happened earlier this year, nominee number one. Nominee number two, police shootings and also killings, not just shootings, but now we have killings because they do it with their bare hands as well because they choke people out. Nominee number three, Donald Sterling and racism that has been running wild this year in sports and other areas. And last but not least, domestic abuse, including a lot of these NFL stars that have been, under a lot of different things. And not only NFL stars, because I'm just going to fight for this battle really quick. Not that I'm going to choose this person, but a lot of people don't realize, like, stuff like that Solange thing, Solange and Jay-Z, that was a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So domestic disputes, domestic abuse. That is nominee number four. Those are your nominees for biggest epidemic of the year. Guys, which epidemic do you think is something that we're going to remember years from now, from 2014? Ty, what you think?
I'm honestly going to go. I mean, we're going to remember all these for years, especially the police killings and Ebola. But just because the amount of people that Ebola has affected, I'm going to go with that one. Even though it's hard to choose because these are all really, really big issues, devastating issues to the community.
I personally think that this Ebola was a distraction to take us away from what is really important, which is the police shootings and the killings of our children. So that's what I'm going to go with, this brutality.
All right, Dex, you got four things to choose from.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you guys touched on the whole Ebola situation. It was interesting because Time Magazine actually just named the doctors that were fighting against Ebola like People of the Year, and it really got me thinking, like, although it was a small part of the year, it really was huge like this year because, like, we're not used to stuff like that, and it really shows how ill prepared we are to deal with situations like that. However, I think with recently, definitely the police shootings and the police killings have taken over everything else. Like, there's nothing that matches that at all. So I'm definitely gonna put my vote with the police killings and shootings.
All right, and I'll end the suspense right here. I picked the police killings as well. So America, but also just for the record, people who voted, and we appreciate you at BroTalkLive.com. Shameless plug. They decided to go with the police killing by a very wide margin, so this one really wasn't close. But so shout out to not shout out, but this is an epidemic that I think we'll remember for a very long time, and I think that speaks to it. Boniface, what do you have to say?
Just in the hashtag Stay Woke News department, I think Ebola was just this distraction because in the 1980s or 70s, remember, they did that study at Tuskegee University where they injected everybody with syphilis and watched them die. So just hashtag Stay Woke.
I don't necessarily think
Ebola came and gone.
I think the issue more so with Ebola, not necessarily that it was a distraction, but because it wasn't affecting so many Americans, then it just kind of like went away, and that's a problem with America too. Like, when something doesn't affect us, it's just like, oh, we're not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah,
but
because
Ebola is definitely still out there
right now. People, the original people, it just when it started affecting America, people
but it's still out there.
They didn't realize, oh, we can curb it in America.
Ebola was a created disease. It was created. It didn't come. Somebody created it in a lab.
People are still dying from it though. So I'm just saying
why. But why? you have to look at the why. Like why, what? Like it's an evolved strain of AIDS. Like it was created in a lab and injected into people. Stay woke. Like
But
you
now
must
it's being
stay woke.
spread.
Like
What we're saying.
just like they did to those kids at Tuskegee University with syphilis.
Well, stay woke. Hashtag stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay tuned. We have actually something that we do every single week, the Receipt Cam. We're going to be showing you some best ofs from Receipt Cam from 2014. So enjoy, and everyone say, "Hey, Receipt Cam" one time.
Hey,
Receipt
Cam.
Hey, no, no.
Is Aretha Franklin a bigger artist than Whitney Houston was?
Well, of course, she's bigger. Like that's.
No. No.
Oh,
No,
what
no,
a
I
nice
mean, like-
play. I didn't even think. Okay, I didn't even.
Okay, never mind.
All right. She has an album coming out. Aretha Franklin sings the great diva classics. I am here for this album. When I guarantee you,
What's she singing, like Ashanti and Mariah Carey and Beyonce? And all
I
them?
am going to be here for it all. She's singing actually No One. She has did you I text you guys the song, the Survivor song she sung on there by Destiny's Child, and I will survive and all that stuff. It was trill as hell. Trill Aretha is here to stay. I am here for it. I'm paying my $15.99 whenever that album comes out, and I'm going.
I'm getting some every record. I didn't like it.
But also, she actually announced that she's releasing a remix, part 2 already. It's going to be called Aretha Reloaded, and these are some of the songs that's going to be on.
Anaconda. What is?
She's singing Drunken Love. That's going to be the first single. And then Pour It Up by Rihanna. My Neck and My Back by Kai.
That would be hilarious, though. I would love to hear her sing Pour It Up.
No, I want to hear her sing Anaconda. I would be.
Oops, Oh My by Tweet.
Oh, no.
We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. Rock the Boat by
Can you
Ali.
imagine hitting that note, Dia?
Don't Mess With My Man by Tierra Marie.
I never heard that song
Tim
before.
Murray doesn't sing that.
Look Back at It by Trina.
Yes,
Roar.
I got it.
Roar by Katy Perry and Partition by Beyonce. Bonus tracks Anaconda and 2 On by Tinashe.
Yeah, Jason's girl, Azealia Banks. I didn't know much about this young lady until Jason put her out there. Now, if you guys take a look at the receipt cam, this is her on the cover of Galore magazine, where she recently did an interview. They asked her, who are the top 4 female rappers of all times? She responded, Azealia Banks, Kanye West, Jim Jones, and T.I.
Tried it.
Yeah. To continue a little bit forward, they asked her also, since she's a princess, she's the best in the rap game. The next slide is going to show you what are 5 things you look for in a guy. And she said he needs to be smart, tall, clean, responsible, and blessed. And they also asked her if you were Ariel, the Little Mermaid, who is Ursula, aka the Sea Witch of the rap game? She responded, Gaga. She gets on my nerves and wants to steal my voice for sure. She's too rich to be that lame.
Girl,
I've never even heard her voice.
First, okay.
Next.
Clearly next, because I don't need.
But I mean,
She
I think
looks like she has a bullet wound somewhere in her body.
Bullet wound.
You have the nerve to. First of all, my first problem with this is that Drake was not listed on this female reference. Worst of all, that's the first thing.
I'm concerned about that. Like, how did he get snubbed like that? That's not right.
Second of all,
he deserves to be on this list. He
there
earned
is
his way.
absolutely no reason that this trollop, this filthy, like, look at her. She looks like Keisha Cole's sister. There's no reason her name should be anywhere mentioned next to Kanye West, Jim Jones, or T.I. She has the unmitigated gall. What is? Like, look at this.
You said she had a bullet wound?
Look at that. Stomach all dirty. She could at least wash the bottom of her stomach. That undercarriage could have had a good scrubbing.
Well, she like got a bullet wound in her butt too. Look at.
Oh my goodness! All right,
She's been shot. She's like 50 Cent basically. She's been gunned down.
Okay.
That's what the hell is this? You look like Sway. What?
You can call this a crown, actually. and then you can bow.
No one's bowing to that. If you bow, it's gonna fall off.
All right, so now it's time to get into the reason, the main reason that we brought Dion into the show today. And
Wait, what?
Dion, what the hell's going on here?
I mean, if you're going to war mode, you might as well go to full effect.
Well, I got my American flag on, so let's go. If you don't wear bandanas now, stop doing it because you want to be like me. You're not the one. You never were the one. Moving on. And you can bow.
I mean, my reason for wearing bandanas was just
We're
because
done.
I wanted to. I mean, you had a different reason for wearing them.
Oh.
the loser of this bandana thing must wear the bandana Harriet Tubman style for the rest of the show in honor of Black History Month.
I don't even know how to tie my hair. I don't even know how to do that.
You don't know how to do it?
You know about this bandana
Stop
life.
acting like you don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to wear your bandana like this? Seriously?
He's
I
not
feel
about
like-
that bandana life.
I feel like you're being disrespectful now.
For bandana history, which pattern is usually found on bandanas? What's the pattern called?
We'll text
Paisley.
me.
I heard Dion say Paisley. All right, next question. Which era were bandanas most popular? 1970 to 1980, 1990 to 2000,
1980s, 1990s,
1990, or 1960 to 1970?
80s and 90s.
1990 to 2000.
1980 to 1990. So you guys are
Okay.
tied at 1-1. The final question here will get the winner, and someone's going to be wearing their bandana Harriet Tubman style. You guys ready? In which video did Tupac Shakur wear his first trademark bandana?
I get around.
Is
California
it Brenda's
Love.
Got a Baby, I Get Around, What's Up with the Love, California Love, or Hit 'Em Up?
California Love.
I Get Around. And the answer is actually What's Up with the Love. And that was a Digital
I
Underground
said
song.
love. I said love.
You know what? You did say love. Dex, you lose. You had to tie your hand.
You know what? You did
Harriet Tubman style. That's
That's
true. Dex, you lose.
First
You're
of all, I
right.
don't even know how to do that, but I mean,
I can tell you. Undo it. Are you mad?
still
Are you-
awesome.
Dex, you look like
I
a
was
thought.
hurt and I won.
He did it. He did it way too well. Like he does this for a living. Look at him.
I'm about that
He's
bandana
the
like that's why.
bandana king. That's why. I mean, I guess it
He's-
shows.
A woman.
Oh, you.
Dex, you look like a thought. Question and answer time. All right, and we'll move it right along. Meme of the year is the next category. And the nominees. All right, this is one that a lot of people had fun voting on. We actually got the most votes from any of the categories on this one for some reason. People just liked voting for this one. Number 1, Countess Vaughn and all those crazy memes that she had. Nominee number 2 was the infamous Kermit and his tea. Number 3 was Olivia from The Cosby Show, as well as the Cosby memes as well. But Olivia's going to get the shine in this one because, you know, we're not really with the bill right now. Number 4, Nicki Minaj and her Anaconda Don'ts.
Yes.
Remember Miley Cyrus actually did a spoof of this one too. So that was
Hang
Oh,
that.
did she?
Hey,
Girl.
Number 5, Dej Loaf with her video and her 106 Park. And number 5, the confused black girl. Who had everyone doing that at the beginning of the year. A lot of people actually forgot about this one, but I think Dex, aren't you the one? Did you?
Absolutely. I love this thing. Like I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Because I was going to forget it, and I'm glad that you actually said something. Because yeah.
She ain't got no edges, y'all.
All right, and those are the nominees for meme of the year. So guys, which one was your favorite to use, or to laugh at, or to look at this year? Dex, I know you want. I know you don't want to, but yeah, you have to choose
This is
one.
so hard, but I'm gonna go with Kermit though. Not because it was my favorite one, because I think it was the most popular. My favorite was the girl like this. Like that's my favorite one, but Kermit was like super popular this year. People are still sipping tea.
So that's your vote for meme of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Honest?
I don't know because Kermit was so popular, but my favorite one is this Dash Loaf. Like that is hilarious to me. So give me Dash.
Ty?
My favorite is the same favorite Dex has, the little black girl.
Little black girl.
Black girl. However,
But she was huge. Remember we reported that she sued Instagram, so she was huge too in her own right.
Yeah, it was reported that she said that she was a bad bee and that she didn't really look like that and they didn't give her in the best light. So that is my favorite. However, I'm going to vote for the most popular. I really think the most popular had to be Kermit because people were using that thing till it got super annoying.
America picked Kermit. So it really doesn't matter what I picked. But my favorite is the Countess Vaughn's one. I think those are just hilarious, especially when they said when she was at Chipotle.
A little bit more cheese.
That's gotta be embarrassing to become a meme, though. That has to be like really embarrassing.
Moving right along. Featuring words. Speaking of words,
Moving
our
on.
word of the year is a category that I don't know if we're going to have next year. Although we have new slang every year, but this year was particularly unique in the ignorant slang category. And we'll have Ty do this since he is an English teacher. Ty, right?
And
gosh.
So we'll get you to read each of these words and their definitions, and we'll all vote on which one is the viral word of the year, just as America did. All right. So your nominees, Ty, are the following. Go ahead. You can read them for us.
Fleek. The slang superlative for on point or off the chain. Yeet. Is that what it is?
No. Do it again. Do it right, though.
Yeet. Is that how you say it? Yeet.
No, wait, one more time. Jason,
No,
do it.
new weird dance thing on Vine called Yeet. It's a phenomenon that was started back in February 2014, but it didn't really pick up until a kid who goes by the name of Lil Meatball posted a video claiming he could do it better than Lil Terrio. Lil Meatball is a 13-year-old from Dallas, Texas. A term, made famous from a dance on Vine and can now be used as an exclamation. Yeet.
That is yeet. Nominee number 3.
Bruh. Adjective used when somebody has you feeling some type of way. So you're like, bruh, like you drawing like that.
Like, bruh. Like you gotta breathe with it. You gotta breathe hard, like, bruh.
I'm like out of it. So bruh is a new bruh. I guess they are interchangeable. It means bro.
It's something that we had last year, but it's still on getting this year for some reason.
To word. The dry rating of the lower fleshy, seriously, extremities in a lascivious manner with the intent to elicit sexual arousal or laughter in one's intended audience. Ratchet. That's how all the girls say it. She ratchet. A type of socket wrench. Really?
Get out of here.
A horrible mispronunciation of wretched. I actually did hear that definition before. This mispronunciation has taken on the meaning of severely ghetto and stupid, especially used on a girl/woman.
And last but not least, thank God we're at the end of this list.
God, just turned. That was a big one, actually. Turned is a variation of turned, used only to describe when someone is excessively excited or prepared for the current event. In its entirety, that one's smaller. It can commonly be seen used as turned up. Turned up as in turned up. Sorry for messing that one up. It's a little smaller. You guys are challenging my eyes with that one.
All right, those are your nominees for viral word of the year. I can't speak.
We're like
so guys, who you guys going to go with?
I'm definitely going on Fleek.
I'm absolutely going on with Fleek also. My vote is Fleek.
No, it has to be turned.
It has to be turned. Why do you say it has to be turned?
Like, everybody says that stupid thing. Like it started with the mother was like turn up. Now everybody says like, oh, I'm so turned. Like, shut the hell up. Like, they're so annoying with these words, bruh. They're so annoying with these words. Like,
I think I'm gonna go with on fleek too because literally it's just so stupid, but it's just so funny every time someone says it. Like, it's just so stupid though. But yeah, I'm gonna go with on fleek. For the record, America chose fleek, but Turnt and bruh came in a very close second. So we'll be back with the awards for Ratchet Song of the Year and the Break the Internet Moment of the Year. So stay tuned. Bro Talk Awards will be back after this. All right, time for Q&A. You guys ready for today's Q&A questions?
Yeah, it's popping or no?
All right, online dating versus traditional. Should one be more acceptable over the other?
I love my online dating life. Like,
so do you do like OkCupid or like Christian Mingle? Like, what do you do as far as like online dating?
Well,
Craigslist.
I do right now. The only site that I do is OkCupid. I have done Match.com, Black People Meet before.
Black Planet.
Black People Meet is ratchet, and Match.com. I'm not talking to somebody over the age of 42. It's not even an option.
Like No Man Pam.
Oh.
This is what we should do. We should play something that's called card roulette. We're both going to give the waiter our card, and the waiter is going to choose which card he or she is going to swipe. So whoever the waiter chooses is the person who pays for the date. That makes it fair.
If you don't know whether you should take me out, then don't fucking take me out.
Oh, girl! So angry.
Like No Man Pam.
I mean, I'm nobody important, so I don't think anyone will release a photo. Or
Ty, you're more important than you think that you actually are. Like, you have 400 some Twitter followers that or Instagram followers that do not need to see what you have in between your legs. It's inappropriate and it's not for them.
Right.
But you send to me, I won't leak it.
Don't send them to me because I'm going to send you a Bible verse. Like No Man Pam.
It's not just women per se. I think people try to take advantage of you, and so you for me, being a jerk gets me what I need oftentimes, whether it be opportunities or girls or whatever the case may be. But when I try to be nice, it didn't work out for me. So maybe it's because it wasn't authentic though. So I don't know.
Like No Man Pam.
So guys, what do you think? Would you rather have unlimited time or unlimited money?
I need dollars. Dollars is what I need.
I would rather have unlimited money because this unlimited time doesn't mean like I'm immortal. Like I definitely want to die one day. I just need this rich life while I'm alive, and then I can go on off to hell where I belong.
I mean, I get the whole.
Just kidding.
I get the whole need for extra time, but when you're putting time next to money, I'm always gonna go with money. I don't want to walk around with extra time. 24 hours. Wait, it's 24 hours in a day, right? 24 hours in a day is enough time to walk around broke. I don't need more hours in a day with less funds in these pockets.
Like No Man Pam. If I give you a ring as an engagement ring and it's no longer an engagement, then that means you no longer have a reason for the ring. Slide it on back. Don't make me get one of my sisters on you.
Like, I wish you would either A, turn down an engagement or break it off and try to keep my ring. Like, are you serious? Like, please don't make me act unseemly because I will not. You will not like what will happen if you try to keep my ring. I will take my ring and your finger back if I don't get my stuff. Like, are you crazy? Like, no, we're not keeping my ring. The engagement's over. You don't need any memories of me. You can give me the ring back. Now, if it was other jewelry that you got over the course of the relationship, no, I don't expect you to start giving me all my stuff back. But the engagement ring is definitely coming back. Like, you are not keeping that under any circumstance.
Like No Man Pam.
So my friend and I went on a double date at a casino. Her date drove all of us. Shut up. Drove all four of us. We went to the buffet, and he even gave her $50 to gamble. She spent his $50, and then we went to the bar alone, where she flirted with another guy, and he gave her $50 more to gamble. On the money he gave her, she won $1,500. Question: should she give the guy who gave her the money anything off her winnings?
I think she should have gave that guy back his $50 when she decided that she was going to go flirt with somebody else.
Exactly.
That's when you really should have gave this guy his money. Exactly. That's where you cross the line.
What I would do is I'd tell her whoever gave her that money that she won that $1,500 on, see if he's taking you home. Like No Man Pam.
Maybe you're in and says, my mom and I are really close friends. Talk about everything together. She's even helped me with dating, but now she is starting to share too much with me. I tell her some problems I've had with men in the past, and now she thinks it's okay to give me sexual advice. Like, she'll tell me how to do oral or the best positions to please a man, and I can't help but to picture her and my dad doing these things. Gross. I know she's trying to help, but when I tell her it's too much, she tells me that I need to listen because she's been married for over 30 years. How can I respectfully tell her that she's going overboard without losing her as a support system? Dex, why is your mouth open? What do you have to say about this?
That's unacceptable behavior. That's what he has to say about it.
My grandmother always told me, you make your friends in the schoolhouse. Your parents ain't your friends. Stop trying to be friends with your children. Be they mamas and they daddies. The schoolhouse. Who said that? I'm serious. That's what my grandma used to tell me. Y'all stop trying to be out here being your kids' friends. That's the problem. That's why the world is the way it is. You're filthy. Mama, you're filthy.
You think she doesn't know how to fuck? Like, is that why you're asking? Like, what's the problem? I'm trying to figure this thing out.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
I'm sorry.
What you not gonna tell her how to do? You're not gonna tell her how to do what?
I'm done. I'm sorry. That's why I try to withhold judgment. Like, it just spills out. I'm so sorry.
Like, no man, Pam.
So guys, what would you do if you saw this girl, this cheerleader,
What
up in
the
the air, and
Oh!
all of a sudden, yeah, you see that coming out of her? Would you run like this black girl is doing,
Hell yeah, that's me.
or would you stand up and you like be a team player and catch it like the white girl's doing?
Hell no, her ass about to hit the floor. Is she crazy? I wish I would catch that the woman. She's hitting the floor immediately.
When they threw in the air, she got scared. She didn't know what to do. And it just kind of
No,
came
she
out.
practiced that before. She's probably done that a million times. She's, oh, my stomach feels a little funny. I'm sure I can go on anyway, because she wanted to be the star of the show, and the star about to hit the damn ground.
Like, no man, Pam.
Absolutely.
Let me, ma'am, if you were watching on tonight, let me tell you something. You are right to slap your child. If he
In
is
public
stealing,
like that?
let me tell you, the Bible tells us to spare the rod and spoil the child. If you don't want no spoiled child, you need to go on and crack that rod. As for that woman, you either ignore her or you tell her to mind her business, or you can tell her to take him. I mean, if she feels so strongly about it, you tell her to raise his tail. And shouldn't no child be going around stealing nothing? He don't understand. You shouldn't have slapped his butt. You should have popped his hand or took your belt off, pulled his pants down, and whipped his behind in that bar so he can understand stealing is wrong. Because my grandmother always said, if you lie, you steal. If you steal, you kill. Come on, ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, no man, Pam.
Look, as far as girls, like, this is what y'all do. Y'all have this thing where y'all would say, the thing is, y'all would tell us you feel like your boyfriend's cheating on you. Then we would give you evidence. We would show you a sex tape of your boyfriend cheating on you. You would confront your boyfriend.
Still won't do nothing.
Yeah, and get back with him. And I'll be like, oh, why didn't you break up with him? Well, we love each other. Mind your business. This, that, and the third. Just like I can't. Because then I'm gonna hate you. So like I'd rather
you're right.
Like, no man, Pam.
Because we want an extra opinion from Dion. Let's go ahead.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm in a 5-year committed relationship with a dude I really love. I would love to start a family with him. Over the last 3 years, he started to put on some weight. Oh, is this about me? I really don't mind because we all get bigger and bigger the older we get, and he's still attractive to me. But now that he's gotten bigger, he's starting to develop a stench. I know he showers and wears deodorant and even cologne from time to time, but he still smells musty. It's like a wet dog. I've tried telling him nicely that he smells funny, and he took it the wrong way, and he didn't talk to me for a couple of days. Whenever he kisses me, I can smell the odor from from his breath and all over his facial hair. I guess it's from him breathing so hard.
Damn.
When he stays in my place, his scent does as well. After he uses my bathroom, he sprays air freshener, but Febreze can't do something.
I swear, this was submitted to us on BroTalkLive.com. I did not make this up.
I guess he can feel something is wrong because he asked me if I did not find him attractive, if I'm not attracted to him anymore. Please help me. I love this man with all my heart, but his body odor is driving me crazy. I don't know what to do anymore. Seriously, for a second there, like I thought this was about me. Then I'm like, wait a second. But some of this stuff, not me, not now, not ever.
Like, no man, Pam.
What 3 items would you take with you if you got stuck on an island? Oh, how interesting. A supply of like lighters and stuff, because I'm not about to be rubbing those sticks together for no fire. I would take some blankets.
You don't like rubbing sticks together?
Leaves, and I would take. Can I bring a girl with me?
I would take water. Bring my toothbrush, Colgate Optic White with the little dispenser so you can whiten your teeth as well. Then the last thing I'll bring is soap.
I would bring a lighter, my Margiela vest or my Versace jacket. Listen. That way, if I discovered any natives, they would understand that I was an upper class citizen and they would treat me as such. The third thing I would bring is probably my 45. That way, I could kill any of the natives there and I could rule by fear.
Are you Christopher Columbus?
I'll bring several pieces of fried chicken. I would bring an iPad with some fun games on it so I can play some video games. I would bring some alcohol because it's going to be a very long trip.
That really was a cool list, though. Like, what?
Why don't you
Fried
bring
chicken,
why don't you bring
Hennessy.
your watermelon at
Fried
that, like, at
chicken,
this rate?
that's not racial at all.
Fried chicken, Hennessy, and an iPad. You'll be dead within 24 hours.
Welcome back to the Bro Talk Awards. Thanks for checking out the best of Q&A. We're back. 2 more awards to get to you before we have the big 3 of the night, which are Stunt Queen of the Year, F-Boy of the Year, and Stunt of the Year. So stay tuned for that. But another segment, of course, that means we have a brand new sponsor. You guys ready for another sponsor? Like, we're just loaded today with sponsors. This is ridiculous. Getting that money. Shout out to our sponsors, Tidy Whities. And no, I'm not talking about the underwear company. I'm talking about this group of people who have a Facebook group with a lot of plastic surgery, white people. And that includes the stars of that group, the Kardashians and Tiny from Tina and Tiny. So shout out to them for sponsoring this edition of Bro Talk with their Facebook group, Tidy Whities. Wretched Song of the Year. These are songs that you have a guilty pleasure in liking, and they make you do crazy things, but you just cannot understand why you keep coming back to them. Nominee number 1, The Hood Loves It, Migos, Fight Night. Nominee number 2,
That's
Bobby
my jam.
Shmurda,
Never
Hot
heard of
Boy, or Hot Nigga, whatever you want to call it at the time. Nominee number 3, T.I. featuring Young Thug, the Lil Wayne replacement, About the
it. It
Money.
ain't about the money.
Nominee number 4, Ray Shremmerd, No Flex Zone.
Yes.
Number 5, K-Camp, It Ain't Nothing That Got That Chick Off. That's nominee number 5. Guys, got a nice little lineup for Ratchet Song of the Year. Well, you look a little scared to pick this one.
Because I have legitimately only heard one of these. Like, I've never heard any of these songs. I don't know any of this crap.
They don't love you?
The hood don't let me no more. I done came about the hood now. They don't let me no
Well, who you going with?
I'm going with No Flex Zone. Like, that's my song. Like, beating on my chest like I'm a Magilla gorilla. Like, what? Full gold chain. Now they look at me funny.
You've never heard, like, my rich people stand to the right. Lil' mama should be looking at me. I'm gonna knock that lady out like Fight Night.
I
that
love
lady.
those lyric
Oh,
changes.
the lady
I
now.
love that lyric change.
I'm going to vote for Fight Night.
Somebody text me. Text this to the group chat, actually, because I've really never heard any of these songs. Legitimately never heard them.
I'm going to go with No Flex Zone.
You going with No Flex Zone, Ty?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 for No Flex Zone, 1 for
It's
Fight
so
Night.
bad
Ratchet.
that I heard
That song
my
is not
nephew
even
singing No
ratchet.
Flex Zone. He's 4 years old. I was like,
No, that
really?
song doesn't even have cursing in it. Like, that's not ratchet at all. Ratchet is like,
But it turns, like, it cranks. Like, No Flex Zone cranks.
you got to listen to Fight Night. You have to listen to it.
Actually,
I know
it doesn't
Fight Night.
curse
It is
on
ratchet.
It wouldn't have a sticker on it for parental advisory if it didn't have. See that big old sticker right there, Dex?
Please.
I think I'm gonna go with Hot Boy because, you know, it was just Murder Dance, and nothing, in my opinion, this year was bigger. Not that he's gonna last, not that it means anything at all, but you
But
know,
that
this
song,
year,
honestly, out of other songs, that song was ratchet as all hell. If you listen to the lyrics of it,
it's literally awful.
but I don't like
Yeah,
it. I
it
think
is
it's
really,
bad.
really
Like, it's
bad.
just,
It's
bad.
terribly ratchet.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to disagree, but I just wanted to go with No Flex Zone because I actually liked it.
America by a landslide decision agree with me.
America, you suck.
So the winner is Bobby Shmurda with Hot Boy.
We know
Hot
America
Nigga, whatever you want
makes
to
bad
call it
decisions,
at
though.
the
We've
time.
seen it.
So shout out to Bobby Shmurda.
America makes very bad decisions. We've witnessed it all year.
How do you guys feel about like America overruling like your opinion?
No, I mean, I can
America
see that it made perfect sense. Like, that song.
No,
was
it makes sense. No, this one
extremely-
does make sense.
I've never heard it, but America voted Bush in for a second time, so.
All right, so nominees for Break the Internet Moment of the Year. Nominee number 1, Kim Kardashian, who actually coined the phrase when she did this sheet for Paper Magazine.
She didn't coin the phrase. Paper Magazine coined the phrase. She didn't do anything but stand
Ooh.
there naked.
Photoshop that tail away.
Dex, you sound a little bitter Betty about that, huh?
Because, you know, this is Bitter Bob, but you know, this is when that Break the Internet moment was the final straw for me and Kim Kardashian. That's after she posted that is when I started to, like, you know, dislike the kid.
This guy, Jeremy Meeks, a criminal, took over the hearts of many women this year. when this picture surfaced on a Facebook page of a police station. And he turned out to be called Felon Bay for most of the year. Solange and Jay-Z, the elevator fight heard around the world, stormed into the living rooms of everybody when this fight went down, and maybe that has a chance to win. Mimi and Nico, who people may still not know. Ty, do you know who Mimi and Nico are?
I do.
Oh, look at you! Look at God, Bonovitz.
I don't remember what show they're from, but I know they're from one of the Basketball Wives or
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop, or
I know that much.
Mimi and Nico had a scandal in Atlanta when they had that sex tape out.
It was okay
for about a week.
It wasn't even.
Yeah, for like 3 days. It's like no one was worried about that.
Okay, I guess we know they're not going to win. And the announcement of the On the Run tour. I remember when this one announced, and everyone was flooding the internet trying to get their tickets, and
literally, people were so upset that people were buying tickets, and they were jealous that they couldn't go, and they were talking about, "Oh, did you pay your rent?" Man, I paid my rent.
know, yeah.
Say Dex, stay mad and stay out the tour.
Stay mad and stay at home. Stay in the parking lot.
All right, guys, who are you going with for Break the Internet moment of the year?
I'm going for Lucane Solange. Jackie Chan knows.
I'm going to go with Solange as well.
Ryu, y'all going with Ryu?
We're going with Ryu and Ken.
Are we going to make it a clean sweep like Solange? Like, that was literally the hugest story. Like, I remember that crap broke.
Uh-huh.
It was just huge forever. I think it broke on a Wednesday, and we still had tons to talk about on our next show the following Tuesday. Like, it was just crazy.
Club
it just lasted
up.
for so long.
That's absolutely not what I was going to vote for, but we'll go with it. We'll make it a clean.
Oh, who are you voting for?
I mean, Beyonce and Jay-Z, but no, we're there. No, we're all on one
It's still
accord.
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Exactly. So, slide me back over to the left, Jason.
No, that's cool.
No, slide me back.
Let's give them all support. So yeah.
Well, then, Jason, you slide yourself up there with Mimi and Nico and give them some support.
No,
Exactly.
Sliding everybody.
Don't be petty, Jason. Slide me back over.
Only support she needs is in that bra. So shout out to Mimi and Nico. Break the Internet moment is Solange and Jay-Z with the elevator fight heard around the world.
Why are you so petty, Jason? Petty mayonnaise, like.
Speaking of petty, Dex had a lot of great moments in the BS report this year. Here are some of them. Check them out.
Hey, no, no, no.
I want everyone to tell us what Dex means to us.
What? Not a damn thing.
I'm here for it. I'm here for this. Let's go.
How important Dex is to us on the show and how much we appreciate him. So just on his birthday, just to make him smile, make him feel great, give Dex a reason to smile and tell him why he's so important to you on his birthday. Go ahead, Boniface. You know what I mean?
Don't all try to jump at once.
Are we just reading books and nothing? I'll start. Dex, you are a great person. I just want to wish you a happy birthday. You deserve everything that you get this year for your birthday, which is probably going to be nothing. But I do want to say that you are a great addition to this show. You are an idiot. You're a comedic laugh, and you are basically what this show needs each and every week. So shout out to you, Dex.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is like really cheesy to me. Like, oh, Dexter, you're annoying as hell. Associates.
Oh my God.
you can't even certain things you can't even say with like a straight face. So therefore, I'm not even here for it.
Bill, do you have anything for Dexter?
No, we aren't friends. It's all right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We talked about that last week.
I'm doing my show right now.
Karima's.
On the show? No. No.
You seriously?
I'm doing my show right now.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, no. I gotta go. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Good night, Irene.
Yeah.
Was that Vicky? Who was that?
Somebody's gonna die.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I am dead. I am too done.
God,
They
I'm
have
so dead right now.
idea. Oh, like none.
No picks. As my
Now I gotta
students
say
would
something nice, Dex. We really appreciate
Oh
you.
my goodness.
We think you're hilarious, and that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
The time has come, and the moment we have all been waiting for, the big 3 awards of the night, the most important 3 awards of the year, the things you have to work for the hardest in life, are these next 3 awards. Stunt Queen of the Year, we're going to start you off with. This is the premier award for all females in the Bro Talk Circle, and the nominees for Stunt Queen of the Year 2014 are Kendall Jenner, Tiny,
Smokey Robinson.
She reserved it
Azalea
just like that.
Banks,
Is that Bullet?
Bullet. Pop, 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 bullet.
Danielle Watts,
Oh, this woman.
Karuton,
Come on, Klondike Bar.
Keisha Cole. Those are your nominees for Stunt Queen of the Year. So guys, what do you think about the nominees for Stunt Queen of the Year? You got Kylie, the one with the lips, Tiny, Bullet Hole, Danielle Watts.
Tried it.
I love it.
I don't understand why you got a real picture of Karuchi there too. Oh, look at her halfway out. Look at her
got
taking
that
over.
so late too. Like, why would I get it so late? I'm sorry. That's coleslaw.
It's
That
coleslaw.
was good.
I love it.
That was good.
All right, guys, we going with Stunt Queen of the Year. Who did the most this year? All these people are deserving of the award. And,
Some of them twice.
Yeah, may the best person win.
I don't think Coleslaw is deserving of any award ever.
Except this one. Except
She
this
hasn't
one.
gotten an award. She hasn't gotten an award yet. We have no use to give her one
We
now.
won't start now.
I'm gonna go with the bald head woman over here. I don't remember her name.
Who?
Danielle Watts.
This bald head woman. Oh yeah,
12 years a
Danielle
slave.
Watts. Because she at the time, when she came out with her allegations of police brutality, when she pretended that she wasn't having sex in the car, it was like at a really tense moment, and she brought all that attention on herself. So I personally hate her.
Yeah, I actually agree. I agree 100%. I'm voting for Danielle Watts too, because that stunt that she did, although it was one thing, and all these other girls on here have done multiple things to earn their spot on this list, but she has done one, and she has booked her spot
In the Bro Talk Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like
Oh.
I feel like just because she can do that with the one thing that she did, that
Wildly inappropriate for her to come out with that.
Like, guys,
Knowing
I
that
just
she
feel
was-
so blessed that you guys just put her up there. Like, it just really means, it warms my heart that you guys notice how much of a fool she is. However, she had my vote, she had my award and everything until about a couple weeks ago when Azalea Banks got into it with Iggy Azalea and told Iggy that the next time I see you, I'm going to throw piss on you. For that and that alone, you win for Stunt Queen of the Year. You get my vote for
you
it.
win.
Right from her bullet wound.
I don't know. Mine is between Bullet Hole up there, Klondike Bar down here, and 12 Years a Slave. Like, I just don't know. Like, all of these are Stunt Queen. Like, Coleslaw, she won't start here. This is where you won't start, baby. Okay,
She's not gonna start with it.
going on over the Soul Train or something like that. You ain't gonna start here. I don't know. I might have to go with Dex. Like, who are you to be throwing piss on somebody? That is so funny to me.
That's
I'm
like
gonna have to
really vulgar.
The bullet wound. I'll come back for Carrot Top next year, maybe.
I'm surprised no one voted for Kylie. I mean, Kylie, she was all over the place. And she started.
You can't give her the satisfaction.
We're not giving her the
Tiny
justification.
had that whole thing with Floyd
Tiny
Mayweather.
changed her whole eye around. That's the reason why she deserves it. But
She
I don't
looks
know.
like
Throwing pee on somebody is a little worse than changing your eye color.
She legitimately looks like a pit bull had sex with Smokey Robinson and produced a child.
All right. Well, America actually had a tie, but the tie will actually decide who wins since there is another tie. So America voted for one Kylie Jenner, and one A since they had the same amount of votes for both. Azalea Banks. So Azalea Banks is the winner, Stunt Queen of the Year.
Hey,
now we're having a photo shoot where we saw her infamous heart tattoo that people thought was a bullet hole. But also saying she would throw piss now on Iggy Azalea, the person with her name.
She throwing piss on anybody who says she had a bullet wound.
If she throw piss on me, that'd be the last thing she throws.
What you gonna do, Ty? What if it's?
I'm gonna throw these hands.
What if it's like the clear pee? What if it's not like real yellow pee? What if
I'm
like
gonna punch her clear in her eye.
Okay, exactly. What if it's not the whole knuckle that he hits her with? Like, come on.
We cannot laugh about violence to women. Like, this is the year where domestic violence is one of the epidemics.
Oh, she's a woman.
But it didn't win. But it didn't win though. So technically, I'm just joking. I don't mean that.
Ty, you gonna hit her?
Not just once.
You hit it with an open hand or
open? Nah, I'm a close hand her, 2-piece.
Oh,
like on the street.
And then say you were legally blind, so you didn't know it was really her.
Right.
Wait, you can't make jokes like
I might stomp her too. Like, how dare you throw piss on somebody? How disgusting is that?
Oh, why?
And then I might drag her. Like, I'm really gonna go to jail if she does that. Like, that is like
you
really
host the
disgusting.
next one. You don't have to say the word, but
you know I'm not gonna say that word. All right, so the next one, this is one of our biggest ones. This is Clown Boy of the Year.
Clown Boy.
Clown Boy.
And the nominees for Clown Boy of the Year are Donald Lemon,
Donald,
the homeboy,
Tyga Jenner,
Tyga Jenner,
Christopher Brown.
Actually, you have to say reigning Stunt Queen of the Year.
Reigning Stunt King of the Year or Clown Boy of the Year, Christopher Brown. What's his name? Oh, former Scandal star Columbus Short.
What's his name again?
Floyd Mayweather.
Junior.
He can't read that. So don't matter.
Mr. Donald Sterling, former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. Donald Sterling.
Those are your nominees for Clown Boy with an F of the year. So guys, who you going with? Let me start. I think I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Donald because I was going to give it to Floyd, but this whole thing that happened with Floyd and his friend who killed himself in front of him, I feel a little bad for Floyd now. So I'm gonna take
the fact that he can't read.
Yeah, and you know that all that stuff came up this year, and then he had that fight with T.I. and Tiny. So I was going to vote for him, but this whole killing thing made me feel a little bad for him. So I'm not going to. I'll give him that break.
It doesn't make me feel any worse because.
But I'm gonna go with Donald. Because Donald's ridiculous.
Like, because I thought about it, and then I realized he couldn't even read the obituary. Like,
gosh.
Oh.
So
God.
My vote is going to go to the illiterate.
Jesus Christ, ruthless. Ty.
I'm gonna go with Columbus Short. I don't know when I was voting for him, but there's nothing worse than a black man ruining a good job.
Well, what about Chris Brown?
Chris Brown will never ruin a good job. He still has his job. He's been whooping women and throwing rocks and going to jail, and his job is just as secure as it can be. Columbus Short, not so lucky.
Sniff that coke.
This was a really hard one, but I came to the conclusion that I have to go ahead and give it to the man who not only tried the world this year, but also tried me personally. Floyd Mayweather called himself the one this year, sir. No, sir. You not only will you have your seat, but you will also win for Clown Boy of the Year.
You hate him. And for the record, as soon as I can get back to it, I'll tell you who America chose, because that might have something to do with this. Floyd's in the lead right now, but let's see who America voted for. For F-Boy of the Year, Clown Boy of the Year, Get ready to be mad, Dex.
Like I'm like really like I'm here for it.
America chose Don Lemon for F-Boy of the Year. So
Don
shout
Lemon
out
can at least read, y'all. Like,
No, but Don Lemon, he does too much though. Like way too much.
but
I
he can
see it.
read. But he can read.
Surprisingly,
He can read.
Columbus Short got a lot of votes in this one. He didn't come in
Surprisingly.
second. Floyd came in second, but Columbus Short did get a number of votes.
I digress then. Y'all got it right.
You said surprisingly. That's not surprising at all. Like they all deserved it.
Weekend. They all absolutely deserved it, and that's the great part about the Bro Talk Awards is that everyone deserves everything that they get. All right, and the nominees for the number one award that we have here on the show, Stunt of the Year. You guys ready? The nominees for Stunt of the Year are Danielle Watts, Lying to Black People. Lifetime's Aaliyah movie.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Terrios, ALS Ice Bucket Challenge with Coca-Cola. iCloud's Photo Leak.
Please.
Okay.
Bruce Jenner, Changing.
Oh, that's true.
Is it?
Girl.
Please.
Not least, the phenomenon that is GoFundMe.
I'll go first. I'm going for GoFundMe.
And straight up, there's no explanation.
Absolutely not. Like, I mean, these people this year created GoFundMes to fund trips, to fund freaking education, to fund freaking shoes, like anything that they didn't want to go work for. They just said, look, you know what, I'm just going to ask the internet to do it for me. Like, stop it. I don't want to see that mess in 2015. I will report it because I've seen enough of it in 2014. GoFundMe for Christmas gifts and crap. Like, get out of here.
I'm actually going to have to go with Dex and go with the GoFundMe. Like, everybody knows I hate a fat child. Like, everybody knows a morbidly obese child like Terrio wears me thin. But nothing wear me out more than you people asking me to support your foolishness. Like, go fund yourselves. How about that?
McDonald's is always hiring.
There, I am paying for the last semester of school out of pocket. So if you're welcome to start a GoFundMe account for me to pay this $4,000. But anyway,
are you going to be a makeup artist, Ty? Is that what's happening? You go to nursing school?
I am a teacher, sir. I will be teaching. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and put it by the Aaliyah movie just because I've never seen it, but everyone hated it, and they made a big deal out of it.
They couldn't even afford the rest of Missy.
And so they made it like it was going to be a big deal. They had new actors. Like, they were like, oh, this is going to be good. I'm going to do this movie right and all those stuff. And it was so bad, according to everyone, that I just had to give it that. I also hate that woman, though.
I'm going with that woman, and that woman is Danielle Watts.
The thing is, with her, I wanted her to get the vote, but I knew one of you guys would do it, so I was like, I can go ahead and give it to GoFundMe.
I wanted to put her in every single category. Like, I just hate her so much because, like, she ruined my trust. She had Dex and Karima on the damn air arguing, and Karima looking stupid 24 hours later because Dex refused to believe her, and we should have listened to Dex. And I just hate when I'm proven wrong. And I hate her. So I just really hope that, that everything dries up for her and she learned her lesson, and that, maybe she'll, work at the local Harris Teeter or Trader Joe's.
She got to GoFundMe up.
I'm sure.
Of course she does.
She needs to GoFundMe to fix that car. You remember the back of that Mercedes she was driving?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All right. And just for the record, America, if she picked me or Ty, America wins. Or if she picked GoFundMe, America picked GoFundMe. GoFundMe, the stunt of the year.
People really hated GoFundMe.
So necessary.
However,
I knew we hated it because we're jerks, but I didn't know everyone else hated it.
And literally, it wasn't close. I'm going to tell you this right now. I counted those votes. GoFundMe won by a very wide margin.
Good.
It was substantial.
Because, listen, I'm already funding enough. I'm funding the welfare. I'm funding Medicare. Like, I'm just funding enough. I don't need to go fund anything else.
Don't forget to tell a friend about it. And, we'll see you next year when we have it all over again. But you have to make sure that you vote like you did this year. We really appreciate all the votes. Do you guys have any final shout-outs to give for the season? Because we're done until January. So, mid to late January. So, Dex, any shout-outs?
I want to give a shout out to Team Dex. Thank you guys for all the support this season. Huge shout out to Santa Claus, and a huge shout out to you guys for the panel for
So who? Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Absolutely. Jesus. Huge shout out. And a huge shout out to you guys. This season has been amazing. Had a great time this season, and thank you guys.
What's
Thank
Santa
you
do?
for everybody for tuning in.
What's Santa do?
The white man.
What did he Not who is he? What did he do?
Oh well, tomorrow, like he'll be getting out, he'll be out there, he'll be delivering gifts, whatever, making people happy.
Where's the North Pole deck?
And it's in Antarctica. Duh.
Yes, I have shout outs. Shout out to everybody who watched over this season. Shout out to Janelle. She came to me on Saturday while we were in church and was like, I watched the show. And I was like, wait, what? So thanks for watching the show. Dom, thanks for watching the show and telling me that you and your homegirls watched the show during you guys' book club. That's Dom Jones. No, not.
No, I said, oh, like that. I like that. That's cool.
Not Stun Queen.
No, stop it.
But Dom Butler Jones, I gotta say your whole name on the air. Thank you and your book club. Thank you, Nesto. Thanks everybody for watching the show, and thank you guys for pressing, because I know tonight was a press.
Yes, we had location difficulties, technical difficulties. They try to hate on us. The Devils, he's just nasty and just low down and dirty. And I hope he's sitting on some tax right now.
And I hope he gets cold for Christmas.
And I hope a demon comes and just pulls his fingernails back. Ty, you want to give me shout outs?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to shout out my two brothers, Jason and Dexter. They really work hard on this show, and I appreciate it. All the things they do, putting all this stuff together, it's amazing. And we really had a great time this season. Thank you, and shout out to my friends who tune in, Danny, Nikita, gosh, who else tunes in from my team? I forgot.
My team.
Shout out to my girlfriend. I'm not going to say her name because it's really important.
Title.
Shout out to her for being super supportive of everything that I do. And the wonderful viewers who've been with us this whole time. We love you guys. You're amazing.
Yeah, shout out to all the special guests that we had on. So make sure you check the credits because we will be, highlighting all the people who helped us out this season, either being a guest host or fill in or sub or whatever like that. So we really appreciate it. And all the people who live tweeted and everything else. We really appreciate all of the interaction that you guys decided to give us this season. So appreciate it. Make sure you go on to BroTalkLive.com while we're on hiatus, and you can catch up on some of the episodes, buy some merchandise. And just enjoy the stuff there. Also, don't forget Dex's new single is still up, and we may be having another single coming up soon with all of us because things might happen. It might be a studio trip someday, some soon. So stay tuned for that. This has been another edition of Bro
and Happy
Talk.
New Year.
I was about to say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And we'll see you
Happy
next season.
Hanukkah, too.
Oh, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
Take a little time to enjoy Bro Talk.